is a lot of times when I meet people and I say my name, I feel like they only hear what they're already expecting, right? Because I'll meet someone and I'll be like, hi, my name's Gibran. They'll be like, oh, nice to meet you, Muhammad. I'll be like, what? How in the world did they get my middle name? That is amazing. I asked the girl in front of me what time it is, right? She looked at her watch. She said 9:11. Then she looked at me. And a bead of sweat rolled down her forehead. And she was like, no offense, though. And I was like, what? No offense? All you had to do was not say no offense, and it would not have been offensive. But because she said no offense, it was very offensive. At that point, a third party overheard a conversation about time. The third party walks up. The third party is a TSA security cop. He looks directly at me, and he's like, hey, man, what time is it? I look at the girl, I look at the watch, I look back at the cop, and a bead of sweat rolls down my forehead. And I'm like, hey man, give me 1 minute. It's 9:12. It worked out, though. On the way back, on my flight back to New York, that's actually where I met my last girlfriend. We went out for a year. I was in love with her. We broke up. I was still in love with her. I saw her for the first time since we broke up, and I made a really stupid mistake by asking her how she was handling the breakup. Not a smart question. I asked her. She looked at me, and she was like, Gibran, I've never felt better. Oh! Do you feel that? Right in the jugular, which is here. I get that confused sometimes. I've never felt better. Then she flipped and she was like, Gibran, how are you handling the breakup? And at that point, I wanted to one-up her for some reason, but I didn't know how. So when she was like, Gibran, how are you handling the breakup? I was like, I'm gay. I'm gay now. I moved on completely. She was like, well, I guess this is a good time to tell you, but for the last month, I've been sleeping with your friend Chris. I was like, wow, you too?